The International Criminal Court is now in session.
Within 24 hours, the ICC trial chamber presided by Judge Chile Suji will be making a determination that could have far-reaching political and social consequences in the country. The three-judge bench will by 5 p.m. tomorrow rule in writing whether Deputy President William Ruto and former broadcaster Joshua Arap Sang will be put on their defense in the post-election violence case they face at the Hague-based court. The Ruto-Sang defense teams, as well as their families and supporters, anxious as the clock ticks to the 5 p.m. deadline's ruling.
The Kenyans who've been involved in the case as part of the defense are really hopeful that there'll be a verdict of no case to answer. But they're leaving open the door of possibility because the standard of proof in a no case to answer motion is actually rather low.
So either way, whichever way this matter goes on the 5th, it has got huge political implications, and it will have a bearing on how the politics start taking a different direction.
There are two possibilities tomorrow. Either the court will rule that Ruto and Sang have no case to answer, or dismiss their application for acquittal based on the argument that prosecutor Fatou Bensouda had not linked them to the 2007-2008 post-election skirmishes that claimed at least 1,300 lives.
The judges will not want to waste time if the case is already hopeless. They'll also be considering the fact that 6 key witnesses of the prosecution were kicked out by the appeals chamber because they had not presented evidence that either they presented affidavit evidence and did not come on oath or so on. And the evidence had been recanted, and so it was thrown out.
In the end, if at all the matter is not thrown out, then again, of course, will be a millstone round the neck of the Deputy President. And it will have, to create some strains between the URP wing in the Jubilee Coalition and the TNA wing. Of course, all is not rosy.
Either way, the ruling tomorrow has a direct impact on next year's general election. The ICC cases against President Uhuru Kenyatta and his deputy Ruto were a key mobilizing factor in the 2013 polls. Charges against Kenyatta have since been withdrawn.
The president and the deputy president rode into office on the platform of the ICC issue. And that is the only thing that seemed to bring them together, the umbilical cord that was feeding them. In the absence of the ICC matter, of course, each would want to chart a different political course, appreciating too that because of the friction that has been there between the members of the coalition partners. At the top, of course, the deputy president and the president have demonstrated that they are seamless, that they are friends, but their foot soldiers are pulling in different directions.
There is also the voice of the victims of the chaos. Other than the loss of lives, thousands of people, mainly from Rift Valley, Nyanza and parts of Western Kenya, were uprooted from their homes and lost their livelihoods.
I hope the ICC will not be making its decision thinking about expediency of the reputation of the court, but thinking about the actual justice in those two cases that are before it. But definitely whatever outcome comes out from the ICC will have repercussions both for Kenya and for the court.
The Osuji-led trial chamber will not hold an open court sitting tomorrow, but will instead dispatch its verdict through email communication to all the parties involved in the case, as well as the media by 5 p.m. Kenyan time or 7 p.m. Hague time. Francis Gashuri, Citizen Live at 1.